Hello friends, this is Ganesh and video number 5 on Fiori. So in this session, the very basic stuff for any technical consultant from SAP background is how to find a source code of any application, any Fiori application. That may be a standard application or a Fiori custom application, or the application may be formed through transaction. Okay, so basically you might aware of, normally we have to get the information from a Fiori app through a developer tool. So the shortcut is F12 from the Chrome or a different browser. So the same thing I'm going to explain, and little tables also involved to find the projects and so on. Okay, let's get into that. So the first application is developed using SAP Transaction. So you might aware how to create a SAP Transaction as a Fiori Launchpad tile. So if that particular application is developed through a transaction, then how we can identify what is the transaction behind this particular application. So that is a one way. And another way we have seen already is through a OData service. There is a standard or custom Fiori application that is built based on the OData service. Then how to find what is the service name, OData service name of this application, and how the service name is mapped with the gateway project. Okay, so then keep a breakpoint over there and run the application, find the place where exactly the data is getting filled. And the transaction means once you find the transaction, then it's very simple. Go to the transaction like AC93 and get the program, keep the breakpoint whenever or wherever is required, then run the application. Automatically its command stops over there. Okay, so these are the two different scenarios we have seen already. So the same thing I'm going to take it for the debugging as well. So the first thing is, you know about developer tools. Probably mostly we go with Google Chrome. So that gives more flexibility and comfortable for this particular debugging. So I'm opening an application. Before that, I'm going to press the function key F12. It opens a developer tool. And you know, there are some different areas like sources, console, network. Most probably we play around with the tab or the place called network from the developer tool. And mainly we are going to look into that because it has a lot, and this is mainly for the SAP people. So if you're not aware of the UI5, so we need to take some words or the place where we need to identify what exactly we require. So just try to find, once you run the application, and try to find the network has anything it starts, or you can able to find rg underscore web GUI, a word, or a web GUI. So from this, you are able to identify what is the transaction. If the application is developed via transaction, you're able to find what is the T code for this application is associated with. Okay, so that is the idea for an application which is done by a transaction. And the next one is an application is done by an OData service. So same way you have to go to the developer tools and you have network, go to the network tab. And here you have to find out the metadata of the particular OData service. Okay, so normally it starts with dollar. That is one of the things. You can start with dollar SAP, dollar metadata. So these are the places. It's easily identify where we need to identify the service, OData service. And inside just get the list or single URI, because in one application they might be called different URIs. It's not always only one URI is getting called. It can maybe several URIs. So we have to get the list, and based on the scenario or requirement, we need to get the particular service and then go further down, get the project name and get what the entity they actually used it. So those things, if you identify, then it's very easy to keep a breakpoint and find out whatever is required. And the OData might be with CDS and RFC function module. And in this example, I'm going to take one standard OData service. So that is actually mapped with CDS view. Okay, and what else? Yeah, we have a table where we can identify the gateway project. This is one of the way I'm saying to identify a gateway project for a service, because that is very important. Once you have a service, you need to get the project. Then only you can further dig down to get into the DPC class or MPC class, whatever is required. So we need to identify the project name. For that, you can use the table to identify what is the project name of your OData service. Okay. And yeah, that's it. Let me get into the system. Fine, this is a table, let it be. So let me open my applications, our applications. So I hope you're following my videos. So the group name is Fiori group, which I created for all our examples. So here I have some tiles. So this is standard transaction, and this is custom transaction, and this is application which is developed using OData service. So these three we are going to take as a consideration now. And first I'm going to take, okay, let's do it with CO01 and just press F12 to open a developer tools function key. Yep, it's opened it. And here it's element, console, source, network, performance. A lot of tabs are available. Currently, we don't want to concentrate much on it. Maybe once we get into the UI file level, definitely we need this. So now we need to identify what is exactly in the backend. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is after press F12, I'm going to press my CO01 tile. Just click and it just keep on getting the informations. So just play around. I'll just go through what is happening if you have a time and interest. And here this is a network, and network we have web GUI. That's what I mentioned. RG underscore web GUI or web GUI. Just click it. It will further open. And here you need to identify the word called T underscore T code. Okay, and little further, yes, here it shows T underscore T code is CO01. If suppose the application is developed through a OData service, you're not able to find the web GUI. Okay, so that's very clear. Once if it is a web GUI in the network, whatever the tiles you clicked, what the process you done, then you at least you identify, okay, this is not from the OData, this is directly from a transaction. And then you know what to do it with CO01, go to and keep the breakpoint over there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to repeat the same for my custom transaction, and this is for material details. So let's keep on getting over here. That's fine. Probably it starts here. Just click it. And now the T code is YJI underscore screen Fiori. So this is the transaction code for this application. So once you get it, go and keep breakpoint. Yeah, here it is. This is the one. So I already kept a breakpoint. This is a transaction. Let me show you once again. So transaction is J screen Fiori. This is already there. The program name is also same. And get into the program. It's a very simple program. Get the information from Mara and display as a ALV output. So I just kept a breakpoint, external breakpoint. That is very important. Now I'm going to execute my tile from this Fiori launchpad. It's keep on getting the information over here. That's fine. And press F8. Okay, it stops. Okay, it's not covered in this. Okay, I'll show you. It's actually indicating over here. Yes. It stopped here. So select start from Mara, whatever information you want. Just it will fill the data from this particular program. It has 1527 data. Just press F8. Okay. So this is the way it's keep on adding it. Once you get the transaction code, this is not required this time. So you can close it. Press F12, just closed it. Okay. So this is a way to find out what is there in your background for your application. This is for transaction. Suppose I have another application. It's manage purchase order. Because again, this is our again transactions only ME21 and ME22N, and this is probably it's generated from the OData service. So for this, what I'm going to do is press F12, okay, and click it. Manage purchase orders. It has a lot because it's a standard one and it has a lot of applications, URLs, and everything is involved. Okay, and try to find metadata. So over here batch, so this is a metadata. I'm saying metadata means okay, don't try to find a word metadata, you need to find the metadata of your OData service. Okay, that probably start with like this, like $batch. They used batch concept over here, that's why they get $batch. So just Here itself you're able to identify what is the name of the service. Here the name of the service is after SAP MMPURPOMEINT_V2_SRV. The end with SRV is a service name. Okay, so this is the way to identify what is the service on it. Okay, I'm going to very little bit very basic. What I'm going to do is I want to understand how the data is pulling for my supplier F4 information. Okay, just close this. I want to know, or the user wants to know, so how the supplier value help is getting triggered. Okay, so for that I need some more information to on that. So just click it, and it will come and open in a separate tab, and in that it opens under a response. So it actually has a lot of data. What you can do is copy this and open a notepad, paste it. Okay, so here you're able to identify, this is already done. Okay, so here you need to identify the URIs. So here this is one URI, this is one, and this is the another one. So segregate it. So this is one URI which has I purchase order status value help, and this is everything is same, purchase order status value help, everything is only purchase order status value help. So this is not enough for me. So what I'm going to do is, let me close this. I'm going to run it again to identify how this URI or this supplier is getting the value help. Just click go. Again, it's going to be run and capture some more details. Let's see over here. Get it? Keep it? Yes, I believe so. Let's see. You need some patience. Maybe initially, if you're not aware of it, this is one of the way to identify. Just segregate all the URIs. So this is one URI, and next this is another URI, and this is first one is purchase order TP, it's coming. Second one is I underscore draft administrative data. No, I want supplier. Let's see. Here it's company code value help. That's good. What's next? Here it is, supplier data. So I'm looking for this service and the entity. Where is the next URI? Here it is. Okay, let me increase the font, make it 20. Oops. 14. Okay, so this URI is for purchase order TP, and this is one full URI. Okay, and the next URI is the service, and it's for some administrative data. Okay, fine. The next URI will take the company code value help. Okay, I'm looking for the supplier value help. So copy this HTTPS full. Now go to gateway client. Is it opened? Nope. Okay. Let me go to the gateway client first. Let's see how it's looks like, what kind of data it's getting through. And you can click any servers, get into the SAP gateway client window, then whatever you copied, it's getting late, let's find, to get the text over here. So I just clicked it. Yeah, I want this page first. Why this is so small? 1 second. So even I logged off and tried again, but it's not working. So it's fine. Don't worry about it, because we need any of the service to get into that. Let me try it again. Go inside. We need this place, and this is here I am pasting whatever I copied. So this one I'm pasting here, whatever I copied or data, because of the small things we don't want to wait to complete this video. So let it be. Yeah. So this one I copied and end with value help. Anyway, this comes in the metadata once I execute. So paste it and execute it. Yes. So this is the one I copied, right? Servers C underscore mm supplier value help. So these are the data is coming for value help. So now we need to identify what is the project name for this service, because we need to keep a breakpoint to identify if that is an issue. So user wants to know how or when this is getting triggered. So we need to identify that. So what I can do is let me copy the service and go to the table what I showed. I think I closed it. Okay. Here, this is the table. Okay, so IWBP slash ISBT underscore GA, and there is a field called object name. And what are the service you copied? Paste it over here. Make sure you copied correctly. There is no missing alphabet, and execute it. So this will. Oh God. Okay. Okay, actually, this it showed the data values over here, project name and everything. Nothing. There is some issue with the system. If I double click, will it show? No. Okay. Somehow I got it. I just changed to LV normal list or standard list. So this is the field I entered the service name, and this is the SCGW project name, MMPURPO maintain underscore V2. So now we need to open this because the project is already available. We need to open it from SCGW. Okay, so go to SEGW slash O SEGW, and here this is the one which I already opened it. So if you want to open it, use this option, open a project, and copy it. Copy this project name and come and keep it here and press continue. Okay, so the project is already open. You don't want to create it because this is already created as a standard project, so you have to open it. Okay, since this is already open, so it's fine. So this is the project and you have to open it, and you can see the model first, data model, to understand how the entity sets are created, whether it's coming directly from any of the structure or any CDS is involved over here. This is a little bigger project, and if it is a custom, it's very simple for you to identify what is the project, what is the service name from F12 developer tools, and from there you can get the project. Once you get the project, it's very easy because very few methods and classes are they defined actually, so not like standard one. So here you have few entity types, and but there is a data source references. So if you open it, yeah, you have a CDS as well. You have CDS entity type, association, entity sets, expanded, you have lot. Okay, so now what is the name of the entity? Let's go to here, and the entity is CC underscore MM underscore supplier value help. So this is the entity. So we need to find out where it is. So CC underscore MM underscore so is so supplier value help. So this is the one, right? Yes, CC mm underscore supplier value help. So underscore supplier value help type. Yeah, this is the one. So here you might be have a doubt because it's showing supplier value help type, but in your yeah, here it is, supplier value type, but in the gateway it shows supplier value help. There is no type because here it mentioned the entity set, not entity. Whatever we are looking over there is the entity. That's why the type is there. Here it shows entity set. Let's see what is the entity set for that. So this is the entity type, right? We need to identify what is the entity set. Let me go to entity set. C underscore mm. Yeah, this is the one. So supplier value help, that's what it shows here as well. C underscore supplier value help, here C underscore supplier value help. This is the naming conventions, okay? So forget about it. So try to identify the entity sets for it. Now go to the DPC and MPC class because we need to keep a breakpoint and see how the data is getting filled. Come on, I'm not sure what is happening. Okay, so here go to the methods and there are some redefinition method. Are you able to see anything on supplier? No. Okay, so it's not redefined it. Let me go to the inherited method. Let's see, you need some patience, okay, especially for a standard one. Otherwise custom is really simple. You will very less methods. So cc underscore underscore supplier, each entity has 4 methods, okay, like create, delete, get entity sets, update, server, supplier, right? Yeah, supplier value. So here it is. This is the one. Supplier value help is entity and entity set. Normally entity set because it's more than one. Just double click. So let me have a breakpoint, external breakpoint. Okay. Then go to the application and press F4. I think not F4. That means click this button. Let's see whether it's going to be stop over there. Okay. Yeah, it's this is a window and just click OK for give the values. Yes, it stops here. Just click it. It's coming here. And this is a standard one. So you need to debug and find out where exactly they are getting the data for this particular entity set. So this is the entity set. Currently it's 0. I'm going to press F6 because it's go inside, it's keep on debugging it. That you can do very easily. Press F6. You're able to see now 139 data. Just open it. So yes, so it gives supplier, company code and everything over here, right? Let's execute it. Same thing is displayed here. And if you want it out, if you want to double confirm it, again click go. It stops here. And press F6. Either you can find out here or go to the local tab. You can find out here as well. Okay. Just double click. So delete. So I want only 5 data. Keep the 5 data. I want to make sure, yeah, this is a place where all the data is getting triggered. So I'm going to keep only 5 data over here. Press F8. Yes, it has only 5 data. So that is a place where this particular data is getting filled. So now you have some idea how to get the backend source where the data is coming for any kind of applications from your Fiori Launchpad. Hope this might be useful for your learning purpose. So please play around and let me know if you have any questions, doubt on it. Thank you so much for your time. See you in the next video.